Mark has been through some pretty awful, awful things and has managed to come through them. And he is now, bless his heart, attending Sunday school. He and his wife.
But
Not consistently,
but just for the fellowship.
but for the fellowship,
And
because
he doesn't go to church. I do.
he does,
I mean,
New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve.
I've been in voice training and, you know, a lot of stuff that I do in the church has become a huge part of my life.
Yeah.
And Peter's like that. He's very much, you just stay right out here, over here. You know, you just stay over here. Mark was always one of the ones when they first started the, whatever that second generation newsletter was, you know, and there'd be this ranting, and Mark would write in, you know, we need to move on. We need to create something instead of just wallowing in this. And everybody would get mad at him.
I think what happened to Mark, and Mark was very instrumental in this other order meeting that we had up in Vail. You know, he was the representative of the emerging generation.
Consider it, they sent him to them.
Saying, you know, they sent him, no one of them would ever show up. And then he was the one that basically said, you've got to deal with this. There's no way of moving forward without confession. There's no absolution without confession, and boy, it was confession, it was awful. But he's one that I
But
think
yes,
he's
yes,
come
I
to-
feel the same way.
He's
about
come to
it.
accept. He's come to accept that. I think he's closer now than he ever was because of our relationship. I mean, it's so close because of our working, and I think we've done that job with our kids. And that allowed them to another perspective with the group that is still wounded and pained over the past. So it's, it is, it's much more positive now.
Well, they met last spring up in New York, last summer in New York State, Saranac Lake, and Peter went to the one, was mostly East Coast kids. And there's one in Seattle this summer, and Mark and the kids and Rosie are going in end of July. And Peter wanted to go, but they're coming out here for Ken's birthday, so they can't do 2 cross-country trips in the summer. It's too much. But it's killing Peter not to go, because he's real friends with.
They have stayed so tight.
Yes. And it's been the salvation of these kids.
That's been a family.
It's been fabulous for these kids to have this.
They've hung through this.
Yes, I am so excited that they do this. It's the most meaningful connection they have.
They're doing their own reconstruction of the order, and it's similar. It's interesting. It's somewhat parallel to what is going on right now, like with this weekend meeting.
Really?
I mean, in their way and for their purpose, but aren't they doing the same kind of networking
I
and
have no
sharing
idea.
of?
I don't ever ask. If they want to tell me,
Yeah,
they would
I
let
think
me
so.
see the conversations once in a while. But
I mean, they're hooking up in terms of work, in terms of use of
yes,
methods.
they're doing
of
some
them,
great networking.
and support for each other, and
Yep. Yep.
yeah,
And it's interesting how their network came out of pain,
yeah.
you know, just out of pain. They had to do that.
But you know, let's talk about that just a little bit, because all of us who joined the order came out of some kind of pain. Pain with the local church, pain with their, whatever their agenda was. There was.
I'm not dismissing
Okay,
that,
there was-
but I'm just saying,
Okay,
I'm just
all right,
saying
you're
who
not
they
saying
were.
it's exclusive.
And I'm not saying it's
Okay.
bad, I'm just saying that's what it was.